Here's every upcoming anime in 2022 that you should be hyped for. So smash that thumbs up and let's quickly jump into this. You got a buffet coming. Bobo! An upcoming Netflix anime movie. But don't worry, Netflix is getting it first. So hey, the sequel to Weathering with You is looking awesome. No, seriously, if you hadn't told me, I would've thought this was a Shinkai film. It's already looking like it's gonna be an eye-gasm. Seriously, this movie is packed with talent. You got the music being composed by Hiroyuki Sawano. You got the ex-Attack on Titan studio on this, Wit Studio. It's being directed by Tetsudo Araki. It's being written by Gen Urobuchi. You know him from some small series like Madoka, Fate, Psycho-Pass. And you got the character designs by Takeshi Obata. Death Note anyone? Or the current season's Platinum End? It's not even out and it's already contended for Anime of the Year. Teasing Master Tagaki Season 3. Hopefully no Netflix jail this time. So once again, you have the very charmful Tagaki coming back to keep on teasing forever, which is really just this very fun, innocent romance, or should I say potential love story that's gonna blossom. I'm really just happy to see Megumi plus Eren return as the two main characters. All that us hardcore fans need is an anime confirmation for the sequel series. Come on, make it happen. Chainsaw Man. Oh yes, it wasn't this year, but it's really coming up close. From what we've seen so far, MAPPA is really truly bringing their A-game. Which is why I'm super hyped to see what they're gonna bring to the anime world. You wouldn't think it if you read the manga, but it does have the potential now to be the next Demon Slayer of massively blowing up. I'm really just waiting to see Denji on screen, plus all the interesting conversations that are gonna come out. But as a manga reader, I'm really just waiting for the manga to return. Come on, I need this back in my life. MAPPA really is setting the bar super high, so fingers crossed that they are able to deliver. Fruits Basket Prelude. Oh yes, I know this series is going to be Anime of the Year for a lot of you. This upcoming installment is technically somewhat of a recap movie of all 3 seasons. What I'm actually looking forward to this one is that they are teasing including this prequel in it, along with new scenes that take place after the anime has ended. You know, with a certain couple or two. I'm by far not the biggest fan of Fruits Basket, just cause I know for some of you it's like life itself. But doesn't matter, I'm looking forward to this. This is literally right around the corner. My Hero Academia Season 6. I know, My Hero Academia Season 5 was not the best, to put it lightly. But it was really all building up to the war arc coming up. So are you hyped for this? This could possibly be the best thing so far in My Hero Academia. So Bone Studio, you better bring your A-game. I will just put it out there that part of the reason Season 5 was not so great was due to them also releasing and working on the movie at the same time. Let's wait a year till we have movie 4 coming out. Cause really, the war, the devastation, all the carnage in this, it's gonna require all your resources. So if you got in soft on My Hero Academia, might be time to jump back in. Mob Psycho Season 3, talking about Bone Studio. You've already experienced and loved the high tier animation for Mob Psycho Season 1 and Season 2. I'm actually a bit surprised they're doing a whole Season 3. In case you haven't read the manga, just know that they are very close to the ending. I thought they either weren't going to animate the rest, or potentially this theater special to wrap everything up. But it looks like Bone Studio is fully committed. Let's just hope this isn't coming out at the same time. Do not take away the My Hero Academia animators. Vinland Saga Season 2. Oh yes, the upcoming farm arc will be the GOAT. I have read ahead, so I could assure you this is going to be focusing more on story and the character development. This is very likely the strongest part of Vinland Saga. At the same time, don't expect what you saw in Season 1, expect minimal action, which is really going to be interesting to see how anime-only people react. This, in comparison, is going to be very slow paced. Fully fleshing out the character is going to be taking front stage. Story aside, I am very curious to see whether there's going to be a studio change. It looks like a lot of the people behind this have moved over to MAPPA. So, are you hyped for Vinland Saga Season 2? Especially after hearing that there's not going to be much action. Uzumaki. Are you ready for the horror manga story by Junji Ito? His name alone should already grab your interest. Which is why I'm really curious to see whether the anime is able to capture that spooky, bone-chilling visuals. You know, a huge part of this is going to be the music. And as you've already seen, the anime is going to be produced entirely in black and white. Let's be honest, I know this already by itself is going to be keeping a lot of you away. But definitely let me know if you're a fan of this story, are you looking forward to the anime version of it? Can it capture the horror, or is it Mission Impossible? Spy Family, finally making its anime debut. So get this, you have a spy, you have this psychic kid, and this deadly assassin. They're all playing a lovely pretend family for the sake of a mission. The lovely spice thrown into it is that none of them know each other's secret. Okay, except the Loli, cause she's a mind reader. I've really been enjoying the manga for this. You might even say you get this Kaguya-sama vibe from the intro. There is so much fun here. So can this unique, awkward trio actually become a true family? Until mission or murder do they part. I'm personally really just hyped to hear the voices for all of these characters. Even so, Ayumu approaches. So, did you love Tagaki? Take that story, but now reverse it, and you have this anime. You have the little girl getting teased instead. So if you did love Teasing Master, this is gonna be right up your alley. And if you didn't, you may still like this, since this time you do get a focus on older kids. I did find it totally adorable, but in this different way. And it's really just joining the other ranks of Nagatoro and Uzaki. Shadow's House Season 2. I personally just love the fact that among the manga community, it was really championed as the new Promised Neverland, more along the veins of the Farm arc. This getting a Season 2 is quite a surprise. Since you had Season 1 airing this year, it really felt underwatched or really just overlooked. But trust me, it was a hidden gem of the season. I'm betting like 99% of you haven't seen this creepy, eerie story. So definitely give it a shot to get ready for Season 2. I'm really just hoping the quality can continue. Tokyo Revengers Christmas Showdown. It felt like this anime came out of nowhere this year and just massively blew up. At the same time, I've seen anime people either love this or completely hate Tokyo Revengers. Notably really not liking the main character crying his balls off all the time. Personally, I really enjoyed it, main character aside. I didn't take it too seriously and it just felt like dumb fun. Almost like the Fast and the Furious of anime. Which is why I'm looking forward to more. Bring on the Christmas Showdown. Either way, let me know how you feel about this series below. Do you love or do you dislike Tokyo Revengers? Do you blame the main character? The Odd Taxi movies. Surprise, surprise. Although I feel like I'm the only person on earth that isn't going gaga over this anime, despite me liking the anime. Not getting into spoilers, but the anime did end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. You were at a crossroad. Which path would you ultimately take? Wasn't really expecting or craving more, but since they are continuing this with the movie, I am going to be checking this out. Crunchyroll is getting this on day 1. Definitely voice down below, are you one of the people that thinks Odd Taxi is a masterpiece? Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So hey, the new Dragon Ball game looks pretty awesome. Seriously, at the beginning, I thought this was a video game cutscene. I think I would have been disappointed, especially after the Broly Dragon Ball Super movie, except maybe I just begun too much of a casual Dragon Ball fan. Although I can see some of you hardcore Dragon Ball fans being pissed off about the change. So definitely let me know, how do you feel about this? Does it look too cheap? How do you like the new CG look? Are you still gonna rush out to the theaters to watch this and support Dragon Ball? Personally, I don't know about day 1, but I do plan on checking in this out opening weekend. Go take my $20. Rent a Girlfriend Season 2. How the hell did this get a Season 2? After seeing all the merch coming out, especially how they've been treating some of the girls in that merch, color me not surprised. I'm ready for Best Girl Aqua coming back. I mean, who doesn't want another round of secondhand cringe? Especially with that one lovely blonde character. Post below if you're ready for the cringe. Dr. Stone Season 3 plus a special. Are you 10 billion% hyped for the overpowered mad scientist returning? You did get Dr. Stone's Stone Wars Season 2 this year, really just wrapping up the Season 1 plotline. But the colossal mystery remains. Why did everyone get super rock hard? At first, I was actually surprised about this. The anime is actually going to try to solve and answer that mystery? They're really building this up. So let's just hope the ultimate reveal does not disappoint. Manga readers, play nice. The only bad news here is that Dr. Stone Season 3 isn't coming out until 2023. In 2022 and next year, you are going to be getting this original episode to bridge the gap between Season 2 and Season 3. So sorry, gotta wait a bit. The Madoka Movie 4. Oh hell yes, Madoka returns. How much I've loved this series has even surprised me. I initially liked the anime, but as the years have gone by, I've become a massive Madoka fan. Which really just brings in the question of where this movie is taking the story. The last movie was a little bit controversial and it split the fanbase. So will this upcoming movie conclude the story and bring everyone back together, or just split people even more? Sticking with Madoka, you also do have the side story that got delayed, the final season. So you really do get twice the fun. Any fan of this darker take on magical girl anime will be eating good next year. Bleach, the final arc. So yes, you have Ichigo, Rukia, all the captains, and their Bankai. I was literally in tears watching the trailer. It's been a decade since the anime ended, now finally coming back. Which by the way, my wallet is still waiting for that Rukia figure when? Just checking out the gorgeous new trailer, at first I thought it was Mappa, and don't tell me I was the only one. But no, it turns out that Clown Studio is back. I'm really just hoping the anime fully fleshes the final arc out. Please expand on the super rushed arc that honestly just got cut off at the end. Go ahead and use material from the Bleach novels. Personally, I'm really just happy I'm going to be able to do videos on Bleach this time. To Your Eternity Season 2. Surprise, surprise, one of the beloved anime this year is getting a sequel. And is it just me, or did anyone else think that this peaked on the first episode? Not that the rest of it wasn't good. But of course, leave it to the author of the silent voice to give you the feels. Not really sure where this is ultimately going, but I will be checking it out. The quintessential quintuplet movie. Season 1 for this anime caught everyone by surprise. You mean a harem anime with all the girls gushing over the same guy? And it's actually good? What? Which is why I do think it's an odd choice they're wrapping this up with the movie, since there is quite a big chunk left. I have no idea how they're gonna fit that into one movie. I would have been hyped, but then I did read the manga. Not giving it away, but let's just say I do hope the anime movie does some massive changes or fleshing out of certain plot points. I'll definitely be reviewing this on opening weekend. Date A Live Season 4. Talking about harems. I'm betting a lot of you haven't seen this since it's not extremely popular. To get an idea of this, mix some harem, some battle action, and this somewhat convoluted plot mixed all together. I'm guilty for this in the fact that I've only seen Season 1. I started Season 2 and it felt more like the same. But I know this anime does have some die-hard fans, so this is coming. The Dragon Maid OVA Special. I freaking love this series, so I need to include this here. Thankfully, Kyoto Animation was back this year with Season 2, and they really came out of the game running in terms of the god tier animation for that series. It is such a blessing. So come on, Dragon Maid Season 3 win. The Zombieland Saga movie. Surprise, surprise that this even got a Season 2. Now they're upgrading to the big screen for this epic conclusion. Although with that cliffhanger, is anyone else worried where they're actually taking this story? I know you have zombies, but you're also tossing this into the mix? Komi-san Can't Communicate Season 2. As a manga reader, I was absolutely blown away by the anime. And thankfully so soon the story continues. Can Komi get those 100 friends? Hell, none of us watching have 100 friends. Some of us don't even have like 5 or 10. Nagatoro Season 2. I actually did read a little bit of the manga before this. I originally thought I was gonna get annoyed by Nagatoro, but no, it was actually the kid that was just driving my patience. Still, I enjoyed it, so I will be watching Season 2. I'm just hoping for a little progression. Tonikaku Kawaii Season 2. So yes, this adorable, sweet romance returns. I do have a slight suspicion this blew up really just due to Rona keeping people alone. Don't be shy, let me know if you're ever feeling lonely. Hopefully the Season 2 anime will be answering some questions about the misses. That alone is making me want to jump into the manga. World End Harem. So get this, suddenly you wake up one day just to find out you're the last man alive on Earth. What you would first think would be paradise suddenly turns into like almost a zombie flick, where you have every freaking girl being super thirsty going after your ass. Although no joke, some of the stuff in the manga feels like nightmare fuel. Just know this did get delayed like a day before the anime was meant to debut in the fall, which is very likely them wanting to double check what they can or cannot show on TV. So I'm expecting this to have a very steamy version. Something tells me this anime is gonna get Twitter excited. Attack on Titan Season 4, the final season part 2. The colossal anime returns. At this point, just call it Attack on Eren. So yes, I'm actually getting pretty hyped for this. I'm waiting for this certain upcoming event to really just set the interwebs on fire. And for those of you that hated the CG Titans, looks like they've improved the CG for this latest trailer. Let's just say going forward, MAPPA will have a ton of work for themselves. At this point, I'm getting myself ready for a certain round 2 of some discussions that will be had for Attack on Titan. So let me know, are you hyped for everyone returning? Eren, Mikasa, Armin, Gabby, not Sasha. And of course the best Monkey Oni-chan, Zeke. Hold on to your coconut cause this is gonna be a blast. So go ahead and comment below, which anime has you most hyped? Give me your top 3 or go crazy. And do watch every upcoming Isekai anime. Subscribe and ring the bell and I'll see you guys later.